Hey guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. So I have a few new scrunchies and some hair claws that I need to take some photos of. I am by no means a photographer at all. I'm not even sure that what I do with my photos looks that great, but I just try to photograph my scrunchies in a way that it really showcases the fabric that I'm using, and I'm going to try and do a few more photos with the scrunchies actually in my hair, and I've got a few hair claws to do as well. I just want to kind of revamp my photos a little bit. It's just going to be a bit of a trial and error for these newer scrunchies, and yeah, I really want to utilize the sunlight a bit more, and I basically just take them on my phone, the S21, and the reason I do it on my phone is because it's quick, it's easy, I don't have to play around with the settings too much, and I also edit the photos on my phone as well, so I can basically edit on my lunch break at work or whatever the case may be. It's just a lot more versatile, and it means I don't have to play around with the settings on my camera either. So what I have today is just a plain piece of white card, and I also have like this crinkly fabric which I'm thinking of using as like an underlay so that it gives my photos a bit more texture. I have a couple of fake flowers, and I also like to take flat lays of the actual fabric before it's made into a scrunchie, just so that you can really see the patterns. And then I've just got my scrunchies here. I've also got a bunch of minis that I might redo my minis listing as well. And then I have the hair claws that I need to take photos of. So that's my plan for today. I was thinking about starting a Shopify website, but man, I was watching some other YouTube tutorials of people setting up their Shopify shops, like their websites, and it looks complicated, and I don't know if I have time to do something that looks so complicated. So yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so I have just opened up my window. Our windows in our house are heavily tinted. This one does have the most sunlight at the moment. I may have to move around the house as the sun goes down, but hopefully I can get everything I need today, and yeah, hopefully the wind's not too distracting. Like I said, I am no photographer and I will just be using my Samsung today. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So it's just begun. I am by no means a hand model, and it's actually really hard to take a photo of your hand, but I think it's always nice to have a photo of the scrunchie on your arm. It kind of showcases it a lot more, so yeah. Can't you see it's the weight of all the world you tried to keep it up tight, leave it behind. Okay, so I'm just going through the photos I just took then of that one lot of scrunchies. I'm pretty happy with it, I think. So just took a few shots overhead, in front. I want to make sure that you can see the label as well. yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. There'll just be some like lighting stuff that I'll need to change. So as for apps, all I use is Lightroom, Canva, and Airbrush. So I basically only use Airbrush if there's like a little mark or something that I didn't see on the cardboard earlier or something. I'll just like delete it out, and Canva I just resize on that. And Lightroom I have like a filter that is just basically changing a little bit of the coloring and stuff. So that's all I use, and I don't always use those, like I don't always use Lightroom, but yeah, they are the apps that I do tend to use. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see. So basically I've just taken a photo of just the fabric, just one scrunchie by itself. I like to use a plain, like just the cardboard for one of the photos. But yeah, that's basically what we are working with. So I'm just going to keep moving on and get the rest of the photos that I need to get. So what I've done now is actually wrinkled up the fabric a bit more, so it's got a bit more texture in it, so it's kind of like a bit wavy, and I'm liking that a lot more than when I had the fabric stretched out and nice and flat. So when it comes to photographing products, it's all just about trial and error. And like I said, I am no professional at all. But yeah, if you can get one tip from this, it's just like take a bunch of photos, different angles and different textures and things like that. And I know that a lot of people use like bathroom tiles and things like that, which is such a great idea. You can just go to like the hardware store and buy one single tile, and yeah, it works really well as well. And using different props always helps. Like I said, maybe when I do a Shopify account, I'll probably add more props and things like that, like a candle and a book or something like that. It's all about just, yeah, trial and error. A dog has just gone past, so now Brooklyn is barking, like kind of roughing. I don't know, it's barely even a bark. It's kind of pathetic actually, but it's kind of cute at the same time. Alrighty, so I think I got everything that I needed to take photos of done. So yeah, I think I might end up eventually taking all new photos, and when I do that, I will probably end up doing a Shopify website. But yeah, that's a really big task, and I'm going away in a few weeks, so I'm not sure. I was thinking of maybe taking all the photos for the Shopify website and then editing them and things like that on our way up north, because it is like a 6.5 hour drive, I think. there and back, so it'll give me plenty of time to actually edit photos and things like that. Anyway, what I have done today I am really happy with. Like I said, and I've said it already 1,000 times throughout this video, I am absolutely no professional at all. This is just what I think looks nice. Might not be your cup of tea or your style or anything like that. But yeah, just play around with your photos, do different angles, use different props, but make sure it really represents your style and your brand. Anyway, I'm just going to edit some of these photos. So the first thing I am going to do is go on to airbrush. So airbrush, I just use the free airbrush. Bring up my camera and then I will just bring in a photo. So I'm just going to start off with these flowery ones because I really like those. So this is the photo we are working with, and I'm just going to go into tools. All I use with my photos is either the tool, I use Acne. If I have like a thread or something that I didn't see, I'll zoom in and I will remove the thread, but that one looks pretty good. Otherwise I go into tools, I go across to enhance, and I just play around with like the lighting and the contrast and everything like that. I try not to edit it too much. It's mostly just to try and whiten the background a little bit. I'll get rid of any shadows if I need to. But I try to keep it very, very simple and not adjust it too much because I want whoever's purchasing my items to get exactly what they're ordering, if you know what I mean. Like I don't want to be like throwing in heaps of shade or shadows and making it really dark for the fabric, but the fabric's actually quite light, and then somebody gets it and they're like, hey, what is this? It's nothing like what the photo looks like. So I don't adjust it too much. And then sometimes if I need to, which I don't think I'll need to for any of these photos, I will go into whitening. And with whitening you can just like whiten the background if you need to, but like I said, I'm not going to do that for any of my photos, but that's basically what you could do. So that's what it looked like before. I don't know if you can tell any difference. Yeah, so it looks a bit more blue prior, and then that's a lot whiter, but I don't like the way that looks. So yeah, I'm just going to play around with that, and yeah. Okay guys, so now I'm just gonna sit back and edit some of these photos. I'm not gonna film it because that would be boring and it would take way too long. But if you do wanna see any of the finished products, I will have them. Maybe I'll put some photos in of before and after. Otherwise, you can check out my Etsy, which I have linked down in my description. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was really helpful to somebody. If you did like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps support my channel, and it also lets me know the kinds of videos you guys like to see. Bye for now, and I'll see you on the next one.